Well, welcome everyone to Circadian Rhythm Practice with Linda Cammarata. And I look so forward to sharing more about Linda's background and introduce her to you in a few minutes. I am Ed Glauser, the owner and principal clinician with the Mind Body Medicine Network, your host for our experiential webinar with Linda Cammarata. So I would like to introduce Heather Butts with Learn for Life Consulting, LLC, and part of our MBMN Dream Team and our producer for this evening. And she will go over the technical aspects of our webinar experience for you. So welcome, Heather.
Thank you so much, Ed. It is my pleasure to help you with any technical issues that may arise for you during our webinar. First, you can either listen to the webinar from your computer by clicking Listen in the information area of your control panel, or call the meeting burner phone number and enter the PIN number also listed in the information area of the control panel. It is highly recommended that you use the phone line in case we have any technical issues on the meeting burner platform. That phone number is on the control panel listed under information. Since we will be doing somatic exercises, you may want to use a speakerphone or hands-free device. Please also refer to the PowerPoint attachment we sent you so that you can replicate what you will see on the screen. Also, you will now need to find the down arrows next to the host and information areas of your control panel and click on those down areas to expand the chat area you will be using for the rest of the webinar should you have any technical questions throughout the webinar, and for sharing your experience of the webinar after Linda Cammarata ends the practice with you. Due to the nature of this webinar, you will not be using the Q&A icon at all. And now I would like to turn it back to Ed Glauser, the host of our webinar.
Heather, thank you so much. And again, everyone, type in whatever you need technical-wise to Heather during our presentation. But at the end of the webinar, we'll be having you share some subjective experience from this evening. So please see our website for more information on all of our offerings, including our natural sleep recovery blog talk radio shows, webinars, and future integrative sleep health training program coming in 2013. So now it is my pleasure to share Linda Cammarata's biography. Linda Cammarata is the founder of Circadian Rhythm Practice, and she is a registered nurse, a registered yoga teacher with extensive experience in integrative medicine. Her teaching spans over 30 years of experience. She has received numerous yoga trainings and a certification with Nishala Joy Devi, Yoga for the Heart. Linda completed a 3-year certification program in energy medicine in San Diego, California. Linda has been a student of Qigong for the past 10 years and currently studies and teaches with Larry Cammarata, PhD in Asheville, North Carolina. Linda has presented her integrative programs at national women's health conferences, private industry, medical programs both nationally and internationally. Her DVD, Support and Strengthen Your Immune System, was published by Inner Idea and guides individuals on the path of integral health. She also is active in leading yoga and Qigong retreats in Bali, with her next retreat scheduled for June 2013. Linda's recent business is Blind Spot Business Consulting, assisting integrative health professionals build successful, sustainable businesses. So, the Mind Body Medicine Network presents Circadian Rhythm Practice.
Thank you so much, Ed, and thank you so much, Heather Butts, for producing the webinar tonight. And I want to thank Mind Body Medicine Network for hosting the webinar and providing a platform for folks to learn circadian rhythm practice for improved sleep, improved overall health, and beginning to connect more deeply with supporting their personal rhythms, their natural rhythms. So I'll just touch upon the circadian rhythm practice disclaimer, and I want to welcome all of the listeners tonight to the webinar, and we look forward to hearing any feedback from you after the webinar, perhaps in the next couple of days. I do want to encourage you to take full advantage of the webinar tonight, and if you feel like just drifting off to sleep after the webinar, that's perfectly okay. If you feel like you would like to write any objective comments in the chat window, you can do that as well. But the most important thing is for you to really embody the practice with us tonight. Circadian rhythm practice is educational in nature, and we are not offering any medical advice as we practice, and it is not used to diagnose, treat, or cure any health or sleep disorder. And please consult your healthcare provider whenever your health is in question, or if you have a desire to make any changes related to your current treatments. If you have any physical or structural limitations, you may want to just simply listen, lie down and listen tonight versus actually participating, unless you feel that your medical practitioners would support you through the practice tonight. So it's always good to check in with your medical practitioners if you have structural or physical limitations before you do somatic exercises. Of course, the intention of circadian rhythm practice is to guide you in regulating your natural rhythms for improved health, sleep, relaxation, and self-care. So what is circadian rhythm practice? Well, circadian rhythm practice includes the regulating practices of Hatha Yoga, Qigong, mindful autogenic, so that's mindfulness practice with autogenic self-regulation, and guided breathing meditation. And the Mind-Body Medicine Network is very interested in making sure that our work is evidence-based research. So we'll share some information in a few moments about that. The practitioner learns how to entrain healthy rhythms, and really healthy rhythms are, our 24-hour cycles. So what we do during the day certainly does matter toward preparing our body and mind for sleep at night. So we'll touch upon that as well. Self-regulation has been defined as processes that maintain the function of the individual in optimal ways, and that's a definition by Siegel, 2012. So let's talk a little bit about circadian rhythms. And circadian rhythms control our sleep-awake cycle. Plus, they control the functions of many, many very essential foundations of health in our body, like body temperature, heart activity, blood pressure, hormone secretion, and metabolism. And as we learn to regulate our rhythms and staying more in sync with our circadian rhythms, our health is supported and improved. There is lots of research out there right now looking at our rhythms and our cycles and melatonin production and all the different things that occur, all the healing properties that occur in deep sleep. and subsequently what happens when we get out of sync with our circadian rhythms, like shift workers or people who just simply are in the state of hyperarousal and unable to sleep, which is unfortunately a lot of folks out there. So becoming more in tune with our rhythms definitely supports our overall health. Advance to the next slide, please.
And this is Ed Glauser, and if we are having any issues with slides advancing, we'll move on to the next slide, but it does look like the slide did come up.
Okay, very good. So circadian rhythm just simply means circa, if you take the first part of that word, around, diem, the day. So circadian rhythm is the circle around the 24-hour day period. And everything in existence has some rhythm or cycle, and most living life force has circadian rhythms that are essential for their wellness and their ability to stay alive. So returning to our natural rhythms, that's what we're talking about here. We're looking at how to begin to move into a closer relationship with our natural rhythms. And again, rhythms and cycles are essential to basically all life. And circadian rhythms are endogenous, or in other words, they are created within oneself. And the entrainment of rhythms occur through external environmental clues like light. We know that if we allow ourselves to get out in the morning light without any glasses that interfere with the light, this provides us with a nice awareness in our body of light, and it creates our brain to become much more active. So it affects the suprachiasmatic nucleus in the brain, and it creates more energy in our body. The same thing occurs as we go outside in the afternoon light, because there's a waning where the melatonin starts to come on board. So we get a little bit of a lull there, and going out in the afternoon light and just being outside in the natural light will help to set that circadian rhythm so that we have a deeper sense of somnolence as we move toward the darkness of the night. So light is essential, and of course having very low lit lights in your home and blackened rooms to sleep in can be very effective in helping our circadian rhythm set. Also sound. Sound can create a soothing influence on our rhythms or not. So we want to be very mindful in the evening, especially to keep the sound at a lower volume. Some folks have gotten into the habit of watching television at a very high volume, and this is a bit alarming to our system, our natural rhythms. So we want to keep everything very calm and quiet, especially in the evening as that melatonin is coming on board, so that we can move more into that relaxed, deeper state so we can let go. Food influences our rhythms, so we don't want to put a great deal of sugar, or, well, we don't want to do that anyway through the day, but certainly not at night. And caffeine, things like this, alcohol, they all challenge our natural rhythms inside and create more of a challenge for our body to find that homeostasis, that natural rhythm. So we want to work with our body and have more complex carbohydrates late at night, or a little bit more protein, like some nuts and that sort of thing. Intentional practices, well, circadian rhythm practice is an intentional practice, and we're going to get to do that here in just a few minutes. And emotions. So we want to begin to create more friendliness with our emotions, have practices that help us to become more aware and allow us to manage our emotions in ways that we don't get into a big emotional conversation on the phone or with our loved ones before we go to sleep, because we can often take that hyper-aroused state where our sympathetic nervous system is engaged and active into the bed with us. It takes a lot longer to calm down. It takes longer for our body to relax and to let go. So in the evening, we want to be mindful of creating an environment internally and externally where we have more soothing relaxation. I think that covers that part of that.
And Linda, before we move on, we have several participants are having difficulty hearing you, so if you could turn your volume up a bit, that would be wonderful.
Absolutely. I'm really glad they mentioned that. Okay, so I'll also get the mouthpiece a little closer. Hopefully that's better for folks. So let's talk about Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga is a very significant piece of circadian rhythm practice. And what makes Hatha Yoga self-regulating? Well, Hatha Yoga is, if you break down the definition, the Hatha is sun-moon, yoga is the union. So what we're really doing is harmonizing opposing energies. And what makes it a self-regulating practice is that it involves a very focused, pointed mind. So when we're in our postures, when we're breathing, when we're working with our body, our mind is pretty much in that present moment. It's difficult to take our mind other places. So it trains us, it entrains that rhythm of creating a focused mind. Also, our nervous system becomes relaxed, and this results in improved physiological and emotional well-being. Now, in yoga, we have energy centers that are associated with from the base of the spine all the way up through the top of the head. Those are the major chakras. There are 7 energy centers. And they are correlated with the endocrine system. And the endocrine system is significant in balancing our health and our rhythms. And so that has a lot to do with our hormonal balance. And so the energy centers are worked with in each posture and through the pranayama breath practice. And we begin to cultivate a rich flowing energy through the spine into our endocrine system. Pranayama is a very important aspect of Hatha Yoga, and that's really our breath practice. And this helps to control, regulate, and lengthen the breath. And in that lengthened, stronger, more open breath, we strengthen the mind, the body, and the spirit. The breath is spirit. Inhalation, exhalation, inspiration, exhalation. The postures or the asanas provide repetitive movements, and repetitive movements soothe and regulate the flow of vital energy. Physical and emotional energy open also through meditation, through our movement, through breathing and deep relaxation. Also, our organs have an opportunity to be massaged with particular asanas or postures, and yoga always encourages a healthy diet that is of natural food, and many people use a vegetarian diet, although that's not absolutely necessary. Yoga provides structural alignment, and when we're aligned, we have a much better flow of regulating our energy, and it strengthens the body, mind, and of course releases stress. That's why Hatha yoga and all different forms of yoga have become so popular in the West, because they have a way of regulating our body so that we can release more and more of our very active, sort of counterintuitive life to natural rhythms. So the building blocks of circadian rhythm practice, again, is evidence-based research. And all of our work at Mind Body Medicine Network relies on evidence-based research to help support our work. And yoga research has been supported by the National Center for Complementary and Alternative Medicine at the National Institutes of Health in Washington, D.C., and there's over 200 plus academic research articles that focus on the health benefits of practicing yoga. And some of those health benefits that have been researched and validated are yoga helps to decrease chronic pain. And when we are trying to sleep or rest or go into deep relaxation and we have chronic pain, this can most definitely interfere with our rhythms of sleep, our rhythms of relaxation, our rhythms of being able to turn off at night and let go. It improves respiratory problems related to asthma. And we all know that the more open our respiratory system is, the more our sleep is improved. That's a huge problem in our culture today with sleep apnea, where we have an interference, a structural interference that keeps the flow of oxygen from continuing the way it needs to on a regular basis as we sleep. So that interferes with our sleep. So yoga can help with that. Also, it improves symptoms related to depression, anxiety, irritable bowel syndrome, great for menopause issues for women, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and more. And I can attest that through all the many years of teaching yoga, I have had so many testimonies of people who have been able to improve their health on so many levels, and certainly on a structural level, which actually structure supports our entire health. So when our bones are strong and healthy, and when our spine is aligned and our ribs are aligned, our organs work better, our lungs work better, our heart works better, our throat is more open to breath, and our brain works better. So yoga definitely supports, influences, and improves the quality of our life. And in this way, we can more easily let go into deep sleep at night.
Linda, that's beautiful. And for some of our listeners, they're still having a bit of difficulty hearing volume-wise your presentation, so I just wanted to mention that to you.
Okay. Well, I wonder, now I've got this up as high as it will go, and I'm wondering if they could turn the volume up on their phone too. That might help. But I will try to speak a little bit louder. I'll hold the mouthpiece a little bit closer. So just have them keep letting me know because I want them to be able to hear this. Qigong. So this is another aspect of circadian rhythm practice. And the Qi, which you'll hear me refer to a lot tonight. Qi is vital energy or life force, and the Gong is the cultivation or practice of energy. And so Qigong is the practice that cultivates internal energy for self-healing. And I love Qigong, and many yoga teachers are beginning to integrate Qigong now into their yoga practice as well. Qigong provides regulation of breath, regulation of mind, and regulation of the bodily systems through the movements and the cultivation of the Qi. And Qigong is an ancient practice that predates Chinese medicine, and it's one of the 4 pillars of Chinese medicine. And I was very fortunate when I lived in California, and I worked for 2.5 years with a licensed acupuncturist, a very talented woman by the name of Sally Adams. And we worked together. We used yoga and energy medicine and Chinese medicine with clients, and it was very successful. So I learned a lot about Chinese medicine at that time, and I'm a person who really does endorse and believe in acupuncture for myself. It has worked very, very well. So traditional Chinese medicine includes acupuncture, herbal medicine, massage, and Qigong. And Qigong cultivates, optimizes, and balances natural energy found within and around. So it's not just within the body. Qigong helps us to understand how to cultivate energy, which we'll practice tonight, with the earth, with the heavens or the sky energy, with all energies in existence. So it's very, very special practice. So again, the building blocks with evidence-based research in Qigong. So most of the scientific publications do pair Qigong and Tai Chi together. And there are many publications now. And of course, this is just in the West. There are most likely thousands outside of the United States because Qigong is an Eastern and Tai Chi and yoga. So in the international academic community, there are many, many more published scientific articles. So we know, though, that Qigong improves balance and gait in older adults, improves cardiovascular, and there it is again, the pulmonary issues. And in that place, we notice that it decreases the blood pressure just like yoga. It decreases heart rate like yoga. And here it has been seen that Qigong and Tai Chi can help lower blood lipids, which is interesting. And the body mass index is lowered. And the body mass index has to do with the amount of body fat in relationship to your height. And of course, we want to keep that body mass index as low as possible. And I was just reading a research article the other day that from Harvard University that has found direct correlation in poor quality sleep in obesity. So that has a lot to do with hormones that are elevated. There's a hormone by the name of leptin that's elevated during sleep. And if that's not elevated, then we tend to have more obesity and we have more issues with diabetes. So also we know that Qigong decreases chronic pain like yoga, decreases anxiety and depression like yoga, and the stress hormones, including cortisol and epinephrine. And in that place, it would reduce inflammation, so improves immune functioning. And tonight, some of the exercises are going to directly improve your immune functioning. Okay, so the other 2 pieces to circadian rhythm practice include mindful autogenics, and here we again are combining present-centered awareness. That's a definition of mindfulness, with autogenics, which is a method of self-regulating relaxation. And it provides a deep experience of calm, relaxing internal rhythms. And of course, guided meditation provides the concentrated, focused visualization and breathing that increases our self-awareness and our ability to relax more deeply and let go. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go through these photos, and as we're going through them, we're going to begin to set up our space for our practice. And we're right on schedule. It's perfect. So if you're a person who has a flexible body and perhaps you've practiced yoga or you're comfortable on the floor, go ahead and put out your yoga mat, and you can see Emily here. She's a fellow yoga teacher. You can put about 2 blankets or a bolster under your hips. If you're going to need a chair, that is absolutely a perfect practice. You can just sit in the chair. But before we continue with these slides, I want to back up just for a moment, because what we want to do is actually set up our environment as well. So what I would invite you to do in preparing your space is to first dim your lights in the practice room where you are right now, where you planned your practice tonight. So dim your lights, turn off all your ringers, your phone ringers, your music, your computer email sounds. Make sure that it's as quiet as possible in your practice room so that you can reduce noise and will not be distracted or disrupted once we begin our practice. And when you prepare your environment like this, it's a practice of ritual. And rituals help us to stay connected to preparing our mind and our body for becoming more connected to our natural rhythms. So it's a lovely thing, and in our culture, we are, most of us are not doing many rituals. And so having a practice in the evening that brings in some rituals where you start to glide into that lovely, deep, relaxing rhythm is very helpful in preparing you for deep sleep. So now you've got your room ready, you have your blankets, you've got your chair there if you need it, and let's go ahead and go through the slides, because what we're going to do is we're going to start in this meditation practice that you see Emily in right now. But I want to show you the practice, and then we'll actually go into it, and we'll talk about the props and your body. So after our meditation practice, you can see that we're going to begin our Qigong practice. And our Qigong practice will be a very relaxed practice. So you notice how her elbows are bent, her shoulders are relaxed, her wrists are open, her palms are open, and she's very centered with her spine upright. And we'll talk more about that as we get into it, but this is what you will look like when you start your Qigong practice. The 5 R's of Qigong are rooting, relaxation, respiration, there's that rhythm, and remembering. Okay, and this is some of Larry Cammarata's, my teacher's work. So you'll notice when we bring our hands up to the sky, I'll be talking about that in a few moments. I'll guide you through this whole practice. The spine is still upright, and we leave our hands about 1 foot to 2 feet apart. So when we practice Qigong, what we're doing is cultivating the energy between the palms of our hands. So we're not bringing our hands together. We're allowing the energy to flow through our body, through our hands. And after a while, you will begin to notice that you can actually feel this energy between the palms of your hands. We can advance to the next slide. Okay, good. And then we will return to our meditation posture. Okay, so nothing has really changed. Our hips are still on the floor. Our spine is still upright. Our eyes are still connected. And our head is relaxed and we're rooted and open at the same time. Now we'll go to the next slide. And then I'm going to teach you how to do some heart-filled Qigong cultivation. And we'll work with that. And again, notice how her shoulders are relaxed, her elbows are relaxed, her skin and face even look relaxed. And again, she has her palms just about a foot to a foot and a half apart. So it's not, we're not bringing our hands together in cultivating Qigong in front of our heart space. And then we'll move into our yoga practice. And notice how she has her hips still on the blanket, or if she's on the chair, her hands are at the top of her thighs. And I'm going to encourage you to keep your elbows fairly close to your body as you move forward over that leg into a forward fold. And of course, you're only going to do the forward fold if your spine really enjoys the movement. Again, we are healing here. We are creating a connection to our rhythm, the flow of energy in our body. So everything should feel good. There's no pushing, there's no pulling. Okay, next slide. And as you can see, she's moved forward without overstretching. She's bowing to herself. This is a very good posture for engaging the parasympathetic nervous system, which is relaxing. Okay, we'll go to the next one. And this is going to be our second phase of circadian rhythm practice. So you'll want to look around your space, and you can either end your practice like she has on the floor with only one pillow, only one blanket under your hips, or none, depending on your spine, and a very low pillow under the head, and the knees are on one or two pillows. This particular posture is a restorative yoga posture, and it's a highly modified Viparita Karani, or legs up the wall. And this is very, very relaxing. What happens is the blood starts to flow gently down toward the carotid arteries, and it moves into the parasympathetic nervous system again with relaxing the blood pressure, relaxing the heart rate, relaxing the flow of energy throughout the body. You can also do this lying on a bed as well. So you decide where you want to do your mindful, autogenic, restorative yoga posture. Okay, well, now I'd like you to take your eyes off of the screen if you can, and we'll move into our initial phase, which will be our meditation practice. The intention of circadian rhythm practice is to flow with your natural rhythms. Keep in mind that you know your body better than anyone. Never push or pull your body. This is a gentle healing practice. Let your breath move you in a gentle, healthy manner. Our PM practice is very quiet, cool, and relaxing. Practice prepares you for deep sleep. Our practice will be approximately 30 minutes. Now let's begin in our seated meditation. Please gently close your eyes. We are going to learn to see with our internal sight. Seeing with our internal sight will relax our body and mind and bring us into a deeper sense of peace. Please remember to keep your spine upright, your heart open. Please ground your hips and lower spine into the earth. You can think of your body as an antenna, and the base of your spine and legs are heavy and grounded into the earth energy. Now travel up that antenna, your spine, all the way up to the top of your head, and allow the top of your head to be relaxed. Your eyes are closed. You can rest your tongue on the roof of your mouth behind your front teeth. Your jaw is relaxed. Your throat is open to the breath. Now, allow your breath to move in through your nostrils. As your breath comes in through your nostrils, imagine that the cool, dark sky is filling your body with deep peace, allowing your breath to move out through your nostrils at your own pace. Feel the cool, deep relaxation. Breathing in, your belly, chest, back, and throat gently expand and fill with the cool, dark sky. Breathing out, allow your breath to move through your body with cool relaxation. Breathing in, cool, dark sky. Breathing out, deep relaxation. Breathing in, cool, dark sky. Breathing out, deep relaxation. Breathing in, cool, dark sky. Breathing out, deep relaxation. Breathing in, cool, dark sky. Breathing out, deep relaxation. Now let's just take a couple of breaths with that intention. Breathing in, cool, dark sky. Breathing out, deep relaxation. Take one more breath in and notice how the top of your head is relaxed. The crown is open to the cool, dark sky. Breathing in, cool, dark sky. Breathing out, deep relaxation. And now we're going to transition, still allowing the breath to move us, to flow through us. We're going to move into our intentional Qigong movements. Our Qigong movements will cultivate focused, relaxed energy. Your spine is upright. Your joints are relaxed. and your breath continues to flow. Placing your hands in your lap, begin a full deep breath. As you breathe in, bring your arms in a gentle stretch above your head. Exhaling, turn your palms down and let the arms flow through the evening air, the evening energy, all the way back down to your lap. Breathing in. Slowly expand your arms in a relaxed manner above your head where you can feel the connection between your hands. Exhale, expand that energy and imagine that that energy is flowing through your body. Now this time, as you breathe in, I'd like you to imagine that you're scooping up energy from the earth. Bring the solid, fertile energy from the earth above your head and now connect to the sky. And imagine that your fingers are growing out into the sky. And connect with the cool sky and then turn your palms down as you exhale. Bring your arms all the way back down to your lap. Now keep in mind that we're going to breathe at our own pace and rhythm. So you might take 2 breaths to bring your arms above your head and 2 breaths to bring your arms back down to your lap. Breathing in. Bring the earth energy all the way up above your head in a relaxed manner, connecting to the sky. Allow your fingers to reach all the way up into the sky, and then exhale and let that earth and sky energy flow through your body all the way down the core of your body. Again, breathing in, draw the earth energy above your head, now connecting to the sky. Imagine that your fingers are going out into the cool, dark sky. And then turn your palms down and allow that chi to flow through your body, cultivating deep relaxation and renewed health. Let's go 2 more breaths. Breathing in, come completely up over your head, extending your energy, cultivating your energy. Turn your palms down and exhale your arms all the way down, relaxing your elbows, your shoulders, your wrists. And now let's continue with 1 more breath, moving all the way up to the sky, connecting to that dark, cool energy, and then allowing that dark, cool energy to relax your body as the arms come back down. And now let's just simply take 2 relaxing breaths as we make our transition. Breathing in and out. Again, at your own pace, breathing in and out. Now we're going to transition to our yoga practice. So place your right leg out in front of the center of your body. You can fold your left leg towards your inner thigh if your leg likes that, or you can simply leave that leg in a comfortable position. Have your left or your right leg now out at about a 30 to 40 degree angle. And now turn your torso gently toward that right leg. Place your hands on the top of your thigh with your elbows close to your body. Tuck your chin. Now, taking a deep breath in, begin to move your torso over that thigh. Only go where your body feels comfortable. And this should be a relaxing, pleasurable experience. Taking a breath in, allow your spine to move over the thigh. Taking a breath out or exhaling your breath, just simply relax, tucking your chin. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Inhale, leading from the heart, your chin tucked. Exhale, relax. Now, using your hands, let's press into the right thigh and lift our torso back up. Bring your leg up so that it is coming out from the center of your body. Bend your knee, put your foot on the floor, and take both hands and create circles around your knees, nice warm circles around your knee, the right knee. And just enjoy the relaxation and the chi, the energy going into the joints. Taking a breath here. Beautiful. And now we're going to take our left leg out, and we'll place that out in front of us first. Our right leg is either folded so the foot comes to the inner left thigh, or it's in a comfortable position. Now take your left leg and move it out about a 30-degree angle where it feels comfortable. Place your hands again on the top of your left thigh. Elongate your spine, lift your heart, and tuck your chin. Taking a breath in. Notice where you are. Notice your body. Notice how you feel. And now exhale. Allow your torso to come down toward your left thigh where it feels comfortable. Taking a breath in. Exhale, relax, tuck your chin. Taking another breath in, elongate your spine, relax your leg, and exhale down, tucking your chin. Find the neck and the head are all aligned here. Breathing in, exhaling in your forward fold. Another breath in, exhale. And now use your hands to slowly press in the left thigh to bring your torso into your upright meditative seated position. Take your left leg, bend I always like to put my hands under the knee, bend the leg up, place it down on the floor, and take your hands and begin to create circles of energy around your knees. So you're massaging gently your knees to bring more energy for health and healing into your knees, into the joints of the body. Breathing. And now, with your legs bent, now bend both your legs with your feet on the floor, your knees are bent. Take your hands and begin to massage the outside of your legs firmly. And you can make small circles or you can just rub straight lines. Go all the way down your thighs. Avoid your knee joints. You can do little circles there. And then go all the way down the outer aspects of your legs. And pause here for a moment and breathe. Your knees are bent, so your body is comfortable here. And now open your legs up, separate your feet, and bring that firm massage up the inside of your legs. The inside of your legs, going all the way up towards your pelvis on the inside of your legs. Good. And now take your fingers and just lightly comb your legs. It's as if your legs have soft hair and you're just simply combing the energy on both of your legs. So your fingers are doing the combing. And now take your fingers and lightly massage your scalp and your face. Lightly brush your face. Lightly brush your cheeks. And come down and very lightly brush your throat down towards your chest. And then very lightly brush your arms. Take your fingers and just let them comb your arms and elbows and wrist on both sides, one side and then the other side. So we're giving ourselves a little chi bath, a little qigong bath. Okay, good, good. And now let's take another breath in our seated meditation before we begin our second set of qigong practice. So breathing in, cool, dark sky. Breathing out, deep relaxation. Breathing in, cool, dark sky. Breathing out, deep relaxation. And now we're going to place our arms gently stretched out in front of your body, in front of your chest, with your palms facing one another right about shoulder height. Breathing in, expand the energy between your hands as if you are drawing smooth cloud-like energy from the center of your body. And then exhale, allow that cloud-like energy to come in toward the center of your body. Breathing in, cool cloud-like energy filling your chest. Exhaling, relaxing chi. Begin to feel the energy between your hands, between your body and your hands, opening up, inhaling, cool cloud-like energy. Exhaling, deep relaxation. Inhale, open your chest to cool cloud energy. Exhale, deep relaxation. Inhale, cool cloud energy. You can bring your arms out as far as it feels good for you. Exhaling, deep relaxation. Remember, the hands stay about a foot apart when they come in front of your chest. Inhaling, open, your shoulders are relaxed, your elbows, your wrists, your fingers, your spine is upright. Breathing in, expand, cool cloud energy. Relaxing as you exhale. Inhale, cool energy. Exhale, relaxation. One more time. Inhale, cool cloud chi. Exhale, deep relaxation. Now take your hands back into your lap and let's just take a couple of deep breaths before we transition into our mindful autogenics as we lie down on the floor with our pillows under our knees, just a small pillow under our head, and if our spine enjoys it, a very flat blanket under our hips. So let's just take 2 transition breaths. Again, breathing cool, dark sky in. Exhaling deep relaxation. Inhale, cool, dark sky. Exhaling deep relaxation. All right, now let's make our transition. If you haven't already, begin to find your way onto the floor, remembering that your body needs to be supported and we don't want any distractions from being uncomfortable. So make sure that you have whatever your body needs. Go ahead and cover your body up with a blanket because your body temperature will start to drop as you relax more deeply in your mindful autogenic practice. So you've got 2 pillows under your knees, got a flat pillow under your head and neck, and perhaps a small prop, maybe a very small blanket under your hips or not. Now, while I guide you in the mindful autogenics, you will breathe at your own rate. What I encourage you to do is to simply follow the words that I'm going to give you, and that will deepen your experience. I will say a phrase of breathing in, and I'll give you a phrase, and breathing out, I will give you a phrase. What I invite you to do at the time of my pause is to go ahead and breathe in and silently repeat the phrase, breathing in, whatever that phrase is, and then silently repeat the phrase that I give you in breathing out. So if you don't want to silently repeat the phrases, that's perfectly okay. You can just simply listen and let yourself go into the moment. Okay, let's all take a breath in and reconnect to the body, the mind, the heart, and the spirit. Relaxing your hands, relaxing your spine, relaxing your hips, your toes. Just find a way to deepen this relaxing, deep peace that you're cultivating. And again, we'll begin to view our experience with that beautiful internal eyesight. And let's begin. Breathing in, I am aware that my body is relaxed. Breathing out, my body is deeply relaxed. Breathing in, I am aware that my body is heavy and relaxed. Breathing out, my body is deeply relaxed. Breathing in, I am aware that my body is heavy and relaxed. Breathing out, my body is deeply relaxed. Breathing in, my legs are heavy and relaxed. Breathing out, my legs are deeply relaxed. Breathing in, my legs are heavy and relaxed. Breathing out, my legs are deeply relaxed. Breathing in, my hips and pelvis are heavy and relaxed. Breathing out, my pelvis and hips are deeply relaxed. Breathing in, my pelvis and hips are heavy and relaxed. Breathing out, my pelvis and hips are deeply relaxed. Breathing in, my abdomen is heavy and relaxed. Breathing out, my abdomen is relaxed. Breathing in, my abdomen is deeply relaxed. Breathing out, my abdomen is relaxed. Breathing in, my organs are healthy and relaxed. Breathing out, my organs are relaxed. Breathing in, my organs are healthy and relaxed. Breathing out, my organs are relaxed. Breathing in, my spine is aligned, relaxed. Breathing out, my spine is relaxed. Breathing in, my spine is aligned and relaxed. Breathing out, my spine is relaxed. Breathing in, my arms and shoulders are heavy and relaxed. Breathing out, my arms and shoulders are relaxed. Breathing in, my arms and shoulders are heavy and relaxed. Breathing out, my arms and shoulders are relaxed. Breathing in, my forehead is cool. Breathing out, my mind is relaxed. Breathing in, my forehead is cool. Breathing out, my mind is relaxed. Breathing in, I am aware my body and mind are deeply relaxed. Breathing out, I am at peace. Breathing in, I am aware that my body and mind are deeply relaxed. Breathing out, I am at peace. Now let's begin to deepen our connection with our breath. Take 4 slow, deep breaths. Some of you may wish to just stay in this relaxed state. Perhaps you are in your bed and you can simply roll over and fall asleep. Others, you can begin to do very slow movements, continuing to integrate this deep peace that will take you into deep sleep. You can move your fingers and toes, and then very slowly, as you continue breathing, you can roll your body onto your side and curl into a little ball. Now you can begin to allow your arms and hands to bring you up, if you so wish, to a seated position, still maintaining this deep sense of peace, this deep sense of relaxation, this deep sense of rhythm that is leading you into sleep. You can now allow your body, if you so choose, to move into a place where you may want to share your experiences with us. If you have any questions or you have comments, we certainly appreciate your feedback. You can always give us that in the next couple of days. And now I'm going to provide you an opportunity to talk with our host, Ed Glauser. Thank you, Ed.
Linda, thank you so much. That was such a deeply relaxing and transformative experience. And to our participants, like Linda has just shared, this would be a time to share your own experience instead of questions and answers so that we can continue to honor each person's deep relaxation. And you can do that in the chat area now if you'd like. You're also welcome to ask questions by emailing us at info@mindbodymedicinenetwork.com, and Linda will respond to your questions beginning tomorrow. And we'll also send you a recording and a survey in the next couple of days so that we can continue to contact you about circadian rhythm practice and many other beneficial webinar programs. So I do see in the chat area, Elaine has mentioned that this was just wonderfully done, enjoyable, and very relaxing. And thank you so much for sharing, Elaine. And we would invite others to share as well. And before we see if anyone else would like to share, Heather Butts, our producer, has also been a part of this webinar, not only as the producer, but also a participant. So Heather, what would you like to share about your own experience?
Oh, it was extremely relaxing, and I can even feel my voice sounds more relaxed. And it was wonderful, very, very nicely done. And I hope that everybody in the audience got the same relaxed and wonderful feeling out of it that Elaine mentioned and that I felt from it. So I commend you, Linda. It was beautiful.
Thank you. The most important thing for all of us is to begin to connect with these deeper states of relaxation so that we can have more natural states of sleep and rest and restorative energies for our life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Linda, that was beautiful, and I want to just share my own experience that I feel very much at peace. I don't feel any stress. I felt really spiritually nourished by these practices. I feel clear, open, and just like our other friend and colleague Ruben Naiman states about the sea of sleep, I'm just going to allow the sea of sleep to arise as I drift off to sleep this evening and really every evening. We also have some other comments. Debbie shared that Qigong is an excellent practice, breathing, guided imagery, it all helps. Sophie shared that I enjoyed my experience very much. Ginger, extremely relaxing, almost fell asleep at the chair. How can I review this work? And a lot of these questions will also answer tomorrow by emailing you all. And Elaine also said that this exercise can bring a sense of well-being into all that we do, not merely to help us find sound sleep. It can affect us throughout the day, throughout the night. Someone also mentioned how nice it was and really thanking you and what you've done for us tonight, Linda. So, Linda, I leave you for the last word. And for those of you that experienced some sound issues, the recording we will try to bolster that sound, and that will help us in all future webinars. So thank you. And Linda, I leave it to you for the last word.
Well, I just want to sincerely thank everyone for joining us this evening. And again, we'll have a recording for you so that you can use this. And please do provide us with any feedback that we can utilize to make the final recording of this as good as we possibly can. And again, we so appreciate you participating in this beta webinar for circadian rhythm practice.